It is Monday, it's the 28th of January. Hello, I'm Monita Rajpal. This is CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Making headlines today. Saying goodbye too soon. Families bury the young victims caught in a nightclub fire as fingers are pointed at the club management and their safety standards. Ringing cell phones left unanswered, desperate parents and friends waiting, and now funerals and a nation in mourning. That is the aftermath of a weekend tragedy in Brazil. The latest death toll stands at 231 people killed after the fires swept through a packed nightclub early on Sunday. He joins us now from Santa Maria. And Shasta, we've been talking about how funerals are beginning today.
That's right, Monita. They'll be
Speaking, former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon say they've detected significant brain activity, even though he's been in a coma for 7 years after he suffered a massive brain hemorrhage in 2006. It was thought Mr. Sharon was in a vegetative state. The Egyptian government has approved new laws giving the army the right to arrest civilians. That's according to the Reuters news agency, which is quoting a cabinet source. Last night, President Mohamed Morsi declared a state of emergency and ordered a month-long curfew. Evacuations are underway in Queensland and Australia, where rising floodwaters are threatening to devastate the lives of thousands of people there. High winds are battering their homes, and 2,000 dwellings are completely flooded. In the town of Bundaberg, there's a warning. Thank you very much for that, and we do wish you all the best as you continue your very difficult and hard work there in Queensland. Matthew Cox from the Red Cross in Queensland. Well, we want to tell you that staying in Australia, that flooding comes as firefighters in southeast Australia continue to tackle bushfires, which have been raging for more than a fortnight there. We'll bring you more on all that in our weather update with Maya Ramos coming up in less than 10 minutes. Staying in Australia, an Australian radio network has cancelled the Hot 30 Countdown show and says its former hosts won't be returning to the air until further notice. Last month, the show's DJs prank called a hospital where the Duchess of Cambridge was being treated for morning sickness. The nurse who first took their call then apparently committed suicide. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Coming up, as calls grow for an end to loose gun laws in the United States, we take a look at a country where getting your hands on a firearm is quite a challenge. We'll take you there ahead just here on CNN. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Hello, everyone. I'm Monita Rajpal. We want to bring you more on a story we talked about just earlier on in the show. The revelation that doctors treating former Prime Minister Ariel Sharon, who's been in a coma for 7 years, well, they detected what they call significant brain activity. Dr. Ilan Shelef is the head of medical imaging at Soroka University Medical Center in Beersheba, where Sharon is being treated. He joins us now live. Sir, thank you very much for being with us. What does significant brain activity mean?
What happened on Thursday evening when former Prime Minister Ariel Sharon arrived to Soroka Medical Center?
There have been more gains for French-led troops fighting Islamist rebels in Mali, and we're told French and Malian forces have taken control of the airport in the city of Timbuktu and are fighting their way into the center. Well, earlier they drove the insurgents out of Gao and other towns. French-led forces are trying to take back the north of the country, which the militants overran last year. Russia's prime minister told CNN the chances of Bashar al-Assad surviving as Syria's president grow less and less by the day. Dmitry Medvedev says Mr. al-Assad has made a potentially fatal mistake by resisting reform. We take you to the United States now, and one of the president's big battles, now his second term is underway, is over gun control. Here in Asia, there is a different approach to gun ownership altogether. CNN's Alex Zolbert investigates what it takes to own a firearm in Japan. Returning now to one of our top stories, the ongoing flooding in Australia. Meteorologist Maya Ramos is at the World Weather Centre with details on that. Maya, we were hearing there from the Red Cross. They're saying they had some 6 months worth of rain dumped down on them.
Yeah, I think that's at a minimum, and it depends what area you're looking at, but definitely much, much more than there. And back to you.
All right. Mari, thank you for that. You are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. are watching CNN News Center live from Hong Kong. Another day, another record for football superstar Lionel Messi. And yet, again, his goal scoring has overshadowed rival Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, let's join Alex Thomas in London for all the details on that. Are we sounding a bit blasé about all of it now?
Well, Monita, what I can tell you is that if Lionel Messi had a favourite song, surely it would be Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better, after another record footballing display which stole the headlines from rival Cristiano Ronaldo. Strong, the rider himself, wasn't hurt, despite falling around 40 feet to the snow. Looked worse than it was, Monita. More in World Sport in just over 5 hours' time.
It looks pretty bad, though. No matter what you say, it looks pretty bad. Alex, thank you very much for that. Let's go into some good news now, shall we? It's a slice of history that became a blockbuster film that became a big winner.
What happened? 6 of the hostages went out a back exit. Where are they? The Canadian ambassador's house.
Prejudice. It's a love story that has captivated readers for 2 centuries and drawn in moviegoers with its crackling sexual tension. Ooh. All right. You're watching CNN News Center. I'm Monita Rajpal, live at CNN Hong Kong. Thank you for joining us. Stick around. We'll update you with news headlines in just a couple of minutes.